Well, all auction floors and contractors' floors are ready to go. It's only a week until the market opens, so everything is done. The Deputy Minister came round and did an inspection of tobacco sales floor this morning, and everything is good. Following on from that, I think these late rains have been really, really good for the crop. As you know, the smallholders planted late because the rains came late, and it looked like things were going to be bad. We had beautiful rains, which are ongoing now. And the reports I'm hearing is that we have a very nice, soft-natured, desirable crop.
You've mentioned that we received late rains, and how effective and how are you optimistic that we're going to get, or maybe actually be able to reach the set target in terms of tonnage and the amount of money that we're going to generate from this?
Well, the latest estimate from TIMB, from our teams in the field, is 280 million kilos, which is generally a conservative estimate, but our estimates are usually accurate. Will we have a final estimate, or is this the final estimate? So there will be a final one, which if I rub my tummy, I think we're going to get close to the 300 million. And if you take last year's prices, which is we expect the prices to be similar to last year, maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher. That's $1 billion just green before it's packed. So that's a nice round number.
Okay. Then may you talk to us about the biometric system and how confident you are that it will reduce size marketing?
Yeah, well, we are busy with the implementation of that system now. We started with fingerprints, and we are now moving as well into facial recognition. The whole purpose of it is to stop side marketing. And it is a very effective system in many ways, not only in side marketing, but in access to markets. We only want the people whose tobacco it is to come into the market, and that keeps the criminal element out. So we are very confident, but I think it will be by next season when every single grower is registered, and from then on it will be an ongoing process.
So this marketing season is not going to be working?
It will be there, but we won't have time to capture every single person. But obviously every time they come to a market, we'll capture their biometrics.
Okay, it is to my understanding that there's a new marketing system in terms of price discovery and so forth. Can you please elaborate on the name of the system and the expected advantages from it?
Yeah, I'm not sure that the system has a name, but fundamentally the price matrix was determined in the past by the auction prices, which is only 5% of the market. So from today, we are using all prices, so all the prices at contractors and at auction markets, etc., and that will give us a much deeper price discovery mechanism.
In your own opinion, do you think that this new pricing metrics will reduce side marketing, as farmers will see that there's a better price on the auction floors?
Yeah, but not all side marketing comes to the auction floors. Often it's dishonesty where someone doesn't want to pay back his loan. So I think the price discovery will make the market much fairer to everyone. As you know, the the prices are lower at the top end and higher at the bottom end. So I think once we get this new system, it will make it much fairer for everyone.
Right, if you may talk numbers a little bit, how much are we looking at in terms of foreign contractors this year, in this year's season?
Well, around about 95% of the crop is contracted, and the vast majority of that is contracted by foreign contractors. We do have some local contractors, and that is, of course, one of our biggest efforts, is to fund this whole crop locally, so that whereas the foreign contractors, they bring the money in, they grow the crop, they have to send it back to pay back their loans. We want that money to stay here so that it just keeps growing. And there are efforts being made with some of the big international banks, our African banks and stuff like that.
And how much has been injected this season?
I can't give you a number, but if you want me to suck my thumb, I don't know, 20-30 million, and it costs about 350 million to grow this crop.
And then maybe on global markets, where does Zimbabwe stand? Our competitors like Brazil having good crop, or
Brazil has a big crop this year. I haven't heard what the quality is, but they're up about 30%. I think they're on about 600 million kilos this year. The Indian crop is big. But incredibly, in spite of all the anti-smoking lobby, demand for tobacco is big around the world, and most especially our crop. As you know, Zimbabwean tobacco is now globally recognized as the finest smoking leaf in the world.
So we anticipate more exports, more money through exports.
Well, both, but we've also got our local beneficiation efforts where people are more and more cigarette factories are being built. We've got people who are coming here to extract nicotine from the crop to produce vaping products. So there's a lot happening. As I said earlier to someone else, government kick-started the process, and now the market is, Mr. Market is taking over, and it's just happening.